Hi friends, we are still not finished with the Reslev name, and here I found something new, a new line of it. My pleasure, an internet page, and I saw those 9 pictures, so that was why I found this very interesting. It's a red building with white windows again, and I know there will come more of them in the coming videos I'll make until I'm finished with this stalking article and where it lead me. I have a lot of things I have not talked about yet. We have the red cars, and I think the red car is symbolism for an angry woman or an angry person. But we also see in the windows that are some kind of gate shape, there are 3 crosses in it. So there are a symbolism for something with crucify. But let's look into it. There's a lot of names in it, and I have not searched on everything. I know if anybody wants to go deep into this, there will be a lot of clues in the names of things there are, but I have only picked out some few things, and I'll say things that what my mind made me think of. But we have some old pictures here where it says something with it's different. It's a link to something with different things, and it says grooming. And we know they talk a lot about that on children's meeting place on internet. Some pedophiles, they groom them in there. Somehow they catch them in there to their bad behavior. So here we have the word grooming, and I think we should have a mind set up for something with women. The person who wrote the article is named Nikolai Klingenberg. Nikolai, there we have the 9 in the first 2 letters. That's the way we spell 9 in Denmark. But Klingenberg, Berg, and Klingen. Klinge in Denmark can mean different thing. In Klinge, a kling can mean someone, the sharp thing when you cut wood. This round thing that turn around and cut wood, it's called a klinge in Denmark. But we also say clinging coins means the sound of the money. And klinge can also be when a bell makes the noise. We say the bell is clinging. What do we have here? 1/9 December. If December 12 months is 12, it could be 9 rings. But they mention something with the ear, something they hear, a new brand. I could have a feeling that with brand we also say fire in the body, inflammation. So maybe there are connection to inflammation in the body and how your vibration in the ears are. I cannot say, but let's come further here. Michelin eating, an auction. Michelin, we know the Michelin man who's put together of a lot of rings, a lot of rubber ties. So there we could have a hint to that. An auction is selling something, so there we could be into traffic something. They mention a hall that is called Brøndsalen. Brønd means source. Brønd in Danish means where you get water from. And they are mentioned Black Sea, so there could be something there, which also makes us think about what is going on at the Black Sea right now. Here's another date, 15th of April. If 15 is the O, there we have a ring, and April the 4th month, 4 rings. Basel, I don't know anything about, there's a city called Basel, I know, but we have Bas, L. It could be low, something with low tone. Here are different kind of things, also my pleasure links, where it could give some kind of hint to the recipe, the Berg halls, maybe stop a mountain, dream watch, there we have the dream thing in it, younger, food ear, younger could be something with children, fire, wheeled, there we have 4 rings, gastro, man, gas, tro means believe in Denmark, and man, Google plus, yeah, it's time, there we have hint to rings also. An evening in the company with the black. It's a homepage that is called My Pleasure. So there we are into something who has pleasure out of something. Top story. It has the terrorism color. They have a logo as a butterfly, but it can also look like something else. An evening, I'll come into that after this. An evening in the company with the black. So there we are into something black, something going on in the dark. It's from the 6th of March. There we have 3 6s. And they mention a lot of names for watches. And here it says, for the big black metal. It's a little difficult for me to understand because there's so many things in it, and it's also, you know, in the brain are running, and there are a lot of things I just think it could be, and so on. But here was what I would say with the butterfly logo. It could be a symbolism for something that should be twisted. You know, when the light shine on a point and it hits something and then it changes direction. Here you can see something make it change direction. So it could be something that tells that things are not quite the way as it looks like. Here you also see the water in the glass, and then it makes the pattern look another way than it actually is. So I don't think it's wrong when I think there's a lot of coding in this going on here. Here we have evil color combination, thumbs up. It's so difficult for me to go into the details. Expect extraordinary cases. So I could have a suspicion that could be a hint to why I'm targeted, and it has something to do with a case in the system that has been extreme, not as most cases, and of course it has been extreme because of me. Switch watches. Yeah, I cannot go into all of this. Here we have something. It is the shape of the sign that means something should be stopped on a video recorder, for an example, but it also looked like the two towers that has been hit. So it could be a hint to something that should be broken down. Lion, hobbled, arrow, bang, all black. That could be the one you had got down. Maybe the mom you have got down. Hop, lot. Hop is the middle of it's the middle of a wheel I saw in a word book. Hop. So it could be something with a person who know a lot. An error, there we have something with being hit, and an explosion, all black. So it could be a person who know a lot you hit and then got them down because you turned them totally black in their mind. Oh, and then they mention another one called King Power, all black is standing. So that could be some kind of the same person, angry mother maybe, who is still standing. This one here says unlock and conquer. So that could be maybe you should hack a mind, figure out how a person is functioning in the mind and the way they act, and then you can catch them and conquer them. And it's also, there are some fine lines here that could look like electric cables in the air. So that could be a hint to something with electricity through the air also. What do we have here? We have a ship, and we know the connection between ship symbolism and woman. And we have something that is hit with electricity or laser, maybe from a satellite. And here could be symbolism for a tube, maybe someone who says things on YouTube. Quorum, cure, could be some who sing. And I think in Arabic that means mom. I think they say umma for mommy or mother. And then we have this one, a red watch. Maxi Marine Diver Collection. And it's of the mark Ulysse Nadine. And so as far as I remember, Nadine, we had a football player, a woman football player named Nadine. And she was normally playing with number 9. And she was sold to America. So there's something with the 9 and trafficked. And maybe symbolism for an aggressive woman. And we also see this Nadine has an anchor as the logo. So there could be a symbolism for a woman who stand her ground. She continues, she have her meaning, and she do not want to let go of it. It says something with bubble and stick, food they have had. We know the bubbles are also used as symbol for parental alienation syndrome, and stick, of course, could be the woman's egg stick. Raw fish, fish, I think, are often used also as symbolism for woman. I know a dating site, I remember I saw once that was called Plenty of Fish. But I also think fish maybe could be, and they have eat orange fish. So there again a connection to the tough person you should lay down. I have to stop it here because of the time. We make one more